Well, I've done it this time. This is going to be a spring cleaning of chainsaws. My saws get used year round, but I figured, hey, may as well get a fresh start. It'll look good for a day. This is the new edition. I'll tell you what, I really do like that aerosol version. Pretty new saw, but I got it pretty grimy. Doing some spring cleaning here. This one I need to be careful not to spray directly into the intake here. Modified saw, or if there's an exhaust with a wide open port, I think I'm gonna go grab the aerosol for that one. That sucks. Yeah. This one's not getting a deep clean. Just cleaning up the outside here. This one actually I will clean under the chain cover. This is the new edition. I think I'm missing a few parts, everyone. Will you let me know what I'm missing? I'm gonna let this sit and soak for a bit. Man, that stuff eats that grease. That's nice. I'm not taking the clutch cover off of that because I don't want to re-oil the needle bearing in there right now and all that. I'm just trying to get these looking a little bit better inside the covers, in the vents and all that. Some of you all say that you clean your saws religiously every time you cut. You're much better than me. I do not do that. This one's open on the intake, so I gotta be careful. And on the exhaust, so I'm not gonna blast directly into that either. $3.90, this thing was filthy. This one might need another coat of super clean on it. This is a complete saw, just has a straight gas cylinder on it. This is going to be, I'm planning on working on this here. I'm gonna go ahead and give these saws another coat because these ones were pretty darn gummy here. This one was recently cleaned. I'm just gonna give it a quick little rinse. That looked pretty good. That came fairly clean there. Well, it's looking pretty good. Nice. Because this saw is new to me, I'm gonna give this one more coat of super clean, get it cleaned up a little bit more. In here, I mean, that looks pretty phenomenal, honestly, guys. Absolutely. You spotted anything that's wrong with this saw yet? You can see where the super clean had penetrated. It cleaned it up, but this big glob right here, there's still a little bit of oil in there, right? So definitely the stuff's doing something because the oil doesn't just rinse off on its own, the grease. The 046 one. All right, I'm gonna need help with this saw, everybody. This is new to me. I'm not familiar with this type of saw. It's 2004 time. Magnesium cover. Looks like I'm missing one of the chain guides right here. And also I'm missing this guy here. I don't see how one can even stay in there, to be honest with you. How is a deflector even supposed to stay in that? There's like a little flathead screw here too. I don't know, that's weird. I think I'm gonna call it good after this one because I want to get to the 046. This one was super grimy. All right. And this saw, like I said, needs help, so I'm not worried too much about this one at the moment. It's a non-runner. But just making it look nicer, so every time I grab it, I don't get filthy. I think this one's gonna look good. Yeah, look at that. Glad I took another super clean hit on it. I think this is a nice clean saw, everybody. Tell me what you think on that. If you've been following the channel, you know that I had my 660 ported clone from Aaron Lynch up for trade. And I got an offer that I'm happy with, and I think the other gentleman's happy with as well. This is an OEM Steel MS460. I did run it. I just wanted to clean it up. Missing a couple things. Missing the rubber grommet here. He had it, but we took it out to tune it and then forgot to bring it back. And it's 2 hours away, so I'm not gonna get that again. Probably should have wet it first a little bit, but that's okay. We'll let this sit for a minute. And I also have a sheath I want to clean up as well. I'm gonna be running a OEM steel bar on this saw. I've got a fairly new 25 incher. In all honesty, if you want to know, I definitely prefer the aerosol over the spray here when you're doing this much. It's the same product. That foams up a little bit more, but this works. It's just that it's a lot of pumps. It's just a lot of pumps. Guys, if I didn't think this worked, I wouldn't even bother. I really wouldn't, because you know me, I'm not really that crazy about all this stuff. All right, that's gonna sit there for a moment. I mean, that looks almost brand new. This one here is gonna need probably a little bit more in here. Maybe not. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this a little bit more clean. I don't know why. It's a chainsaw case, right? But hey, you saw in real time, I just took my collection of saws. They sure do look a lot nicer. Okay, I just sprayed them with the super clean, let them sit for a few minutes, and guess what? The exteriors are clean, and also the vents on the side where the pull start is, all that got cleaned up. Of course, this is not a thorough cleaning. You could totally clean a saw thoroughly if you go ahead and tear some stuff down, right? And you have it disassembled, man. Super clean and a little bit of a soak and a rinse. You'd be good on every little individual part. But right here, these saws don't have that many hours on them, guys. Keep them clean for keeping the air being able to circulate through the fins. That's the blown up saw right there, the 390. And my new, to me, MS460. Pretty happy with that. I'm gonna go ahead and mount that up with a bar today. Fuel and oil. And this is gonna be it. I'm not gonna worry about doing this anymore, everybody. Because like I said, I wanna get going. I don't have all day to clean stuff. All right. So that's me being lazy, spraying and rinsing, okay? So that's what you get with no elbow grease at all. So I like that. That had a lot of sawdust and grease packed in there for probably a lot of years. If I would have taken a scrunch, broken it up a little bit, it probably would have come right on out. But guess what? I'm putting a greasy saw back in there at some point. But I just want to introduce that MS460 to you all. All the stuff's looking pretty good. I think it's better than air in a lot of ways. Now the saws aren't going to have that oily film on them. Okay, so they're ready to go. I can set them on the bench and not have a big mess. And I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead and get that 460 set up. So in a video, I recently mentioned that this Pro Yama bag, I wasn't sure if it would hold in grease and oil. So I want to show you something. This has been sitting here. That's bar oil down in there, okay? It's had a lot of buildup around the clutch cover and all that. And I put it right back in the bag. So regardless, a saw leaks oil, right? So you'll see. Now I want to show you something. This has been sitting here the whole time. There is minimal or marginal or none bar oil leaked on here. I think there's a little bit here, but I think that's drips from me dripping, not from the bag. So that's how you can see it right there. It's got enough to actually be pulling and running in there. And that is oil, that's not water. And it's kept it, the bag has kept it. So if you keep that saw relatively clean, this bag will keep, you know, if you throw this saw in the trunk of a car or inside of a cab of a truck briefly, I don't know if I'd store it in there long term, but this will keep it pretty good. I really do think this bag's pretty neat. That's that Pro Yama. I'll go ahead and give a link in the description there.